Good evening, ladies and... Wait, what am I even talking about? It's not even evening. It's like not even 3 o'clock in the afternoon yet. But force of habit, I suppose. So, welcome all of you back to another Rage video where this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, we are once again returning to what is still one of the hottest acts throughout the 2010s in Babymetal. Now, to call these girls babies now would be a little bit of a raw understatement, because Sue, Moa, and Yui are they're like, I think all of them are around about like either my age or just roughly about my sister's age right about now. And I don't know if Suzuka Makoto, I believe, I've heard that she's gone on to do solo work right now. So I wonder if I'll tell you what, we'll check that out at a later date. But speaking of dates, this is coming up to nearly 9 years old, coming up to the end of February. So that would have made these girls something roughly around about like either 15 to 16 years old. And they were doing stuff like this. Really begs the question about what we were doing with our lives, ladies and gentlemen. We literally could have been saying, in fact, you know what? Just to give you guys a bit of an insight, me and my brother were ready for an esports career as Pokemon Tag Team Champions that sadly never took off. So, there's called living with regret, and then there's just not knowing what might have happened. So, and the only other thing I kind of want to mention before we get started is that I'm kind of surprised that you never hear phrases like Doki Doki outside of Japan or East Asia at large. Like, I know there are certain things in Japanese culture that are said, or even just used in titles, used in books, used in TV shows, but you never get anything quite like this outside of Japan or at least East Asia, or at least you call something like this Doki Doki or anything like that, because you don't, for example, get heartbeat casualty or heartbeat Baywatch or anything like that. It's just, again, it's a pretty interesting little observation, so that's what it is. Also, it pretty much shows you the sort of mood that was going on at that time, because literally this was all I was doing when I was about 15 to 16. Basically, lying down face first, wishing the entire world would just end. Yeah, it was one of those times. So, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. So let's begin. Also, you'll notice I'm not really wearing these much anymore. I don't know, maybe it's time to move on in other ways, myself included. So, Doki Doki Morning live. So, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, and... Wow, holy shit, did you see this? Is this one of those 360 arenas, or is there meant to be something further off down here? But damn, that's got to be at least 45,000 people. That's maybe it's a bit of a wild guess, but that's a lot of people. Holy shit. Holy shit. God Almighty! It's literally this is somebody even said it. This I showed one of my friends this earlier this week at work. They said it literally looked like something like Slipknot meets like My Little Pony is the word that she used. But to be fair to her, yeah, I think that's a very fair. I mean, she just Jesus, you know what I mean? Well, forget headbanging. Oh. Damn. Yo, holy shit, they came to London as well? How long ago was this? I mean, 27 years... Well, okay, that must have been for a while anyway. God damn. Damn it. Also, again, I was just about to like pause champ and say that I don't know technically about their... Did you hear the rattling this drummer did? It sounded like a machine gun going off. God damn. And also, in case you are interested, that group in the background is what I believe they call the commie band. Otherwise, it's translated to God band, which that's kind of a... I will say maybe it's a little on the nose to call yourself God band, but hey, you know what? Again, different cultures and all that, but God damn... Listen... Is it true that one of those... I don't know exactly who it was, but didn't one of these guys die very suddenly, and then Babymetal and I think Babymetal, they sort of did like a song in tribute to... I think it was like called... I wasn't thinking of... Shoemaker's Nightwish. It must have been... It'll come back to me, but I do know there is a song out there about one of their fallen men. So... Actually, onto Doki Doki Morning itself, I do absolutely... I kind of got the song pretty much like down from when it first started, because it is something of a... I think it's more of a tradition in Japan than I would see in the West, where there are quite a lot of songs that are explicitly saying, come on, we got to get ready, we got to get going. This isn't like Wake Up Little Susie, because that sort of Wake Up Little Susie is Everly Brothers, and that's like late 50s to mid 1960s. That's the sort of thing that I guess you could make stuff like that, but you could make that stuff and then not. Okay, you could absolutely make stuff like Little Susie and stuff like that, but the choreography, I mean, you could say it's a little bit minimalistic, the choreography, I guess, but that doesn't take away from the appeal, the monster that was that drummer, and the fact that it's, you know, again, 9 years ago, it was a very different place. You would wake up in the West. It's not very uncommon, especially in England, to wake up and then stick the news on in case you might have heard a development of the story, or if not, you hear about things going from bad to worse. That is literally just how it happens, unfortunately, in the West. So it's a delightful breath of fresh air when you actually hear the first thing that should go into your mind is, we should be looking forward to the day. So many people, again, maybe it's just different in cultures, or maybe I'm looking at this way too simplistically, but people in the West do not wake up and think, what a great day this is going to be. They think, oh yeah, I've got to go to work, or oh yeah, I've got to go to school. Now again, some people just don't necessarily have that outlook, and some people might just not like work or school in general. It happens everywhere in the world. Let's not lose track of that. However, it says something about maybe raising the state of morale in music and making it and it being popular as a result is something that I think a lot of musicians, bands, solo artists, I think they all strive for. They want to make a difference in people's lives. They want to highly influence people's ideas, to motivate them to do literally anything nowadays. So why not go to the extent of, mourning, something that keeps you awake, something that's going to make you feel alive, because nobody is just going to go to work or start the day feeling like they're not fully alive in the literalist possible sense. So for what it's worth, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is a that's a smashing idea, and it is literally what it is. Why not start the day with a more positive outlook and put a smile on that face? Whew, forgot to breathe there for a second. So that's a very positive and a very good message all round. So double thumbs up there. So anyway, I hope all of you guys have enjoyed this reaction video to Doki Doki Morning by Babymetal. Please make sure to leave all your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys felt of Doki Doki Morning for yourselves. And if you are just waking up in the world, good luck indeed. And I cannot wait to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care and bye-bye for now.